Hey, I'd like to show you my Pascal's triangle maker. Here's a Pascal's triangle. Along the sides are ones, and the numbers in the middle are made by adding. So the 2 comes from the 1 and the 1 above. 1 plus 1 is 2. Down here, this 20 comes from 10 plus 10. This 36 comes from 8 plus 28. Get the idea? So how would you devise an algorithm to produce this? I imagine there are lots of ways to do it, maybe even some clever ways that I wouldn't be able to think of. So here's what I've come up with. Why don't we run in the debugger and then we can kind of watch it run. So I'll just put a breakpoint here, start the debugger. We're going to call make triangle, which is here, and we define a couple of functions. And now we want to start with a row consisting of a single integer 1. And now we're going to loop 10 times because that's the default value of num rows. Here's the first time through the loop. And we have this variable called row, which is the list of integers. And we're now going to format that row and print the result. And that's what's just come out here. So notice this number is centered within a field of 40 characters, 40 spaces. And now that we've formatted and printed that row, we're going to make the next row. So let's go in. Here we are, make next row. Okay, what do we have here? We have a list with the 1 in it. We have a list comprehension here. And then we have another list with the 1 in it. So considering the ones on the outside, do you see how that corresponds to the left and the right diagonal lines here? The interesting bit is in the middle. So we're using pairwise from itertools. And if you call pairwise on a list of 1 element, it'll give you nothing because there are no pairs. If we were to call it on this list of 2 numbers, it would give us one thing back, which is the pair of numbers, 1 and 1. We call it on here, we're going to get 2 pairs back. So the first pair is going to be 1 and 2. Second pair is going to be 2 and 1. So do you get what pairwise is doing there? So for every pair in here, we're going to generate the sum of the 2 numbers in the pair. There are no pairs in this, so this list comprehension is going to produce an empty list, and the result is going to be just a list with this one and this one. So here we go. We've returned, and we rebind row to the result of that, and now row looks like this. So we got the 2 ones. So we've made the second row. And we'll format that and print it, and that came out down here. That's good. And now we'll do make next row. Okay, so this time we're going to get a pair. We're going to get 1 pair. So this center part is going to contribute 1 number, which is going to be 1 plus 1, or 2. So we're going to end up with 1, 2, 1. Here we go. So row is now equal to 1, 2, 1. So I think you see how this algorithm works. We might do another one or two. But I want to show you the format row now. So let's go into there. And notice that some of these numbers are 3 digits, some are 2, some are 1. And in order to make things line up, we're going to put every number inside a field of 3 characters. And that's what this does. This caret 3 says center it within 3 spaces. So for every num in row numbers, we're producing a string with that number centered. So this is our list comprehension here. It gives us a list of strings. So centered padded numbers now looks like this. It's got 3 elements. So the first one is a 1 with spaces around it, and then the 2 also has spaces around it, and the final one also has spaces around it. Now we're going to join together those center padded nums with spaces separating them, and all centered within a field of 40. So these are 40 wide. And that's what that does. So we'll do one more make next row so you can see it, although it's not going to be that much different. We now will have 2 pairs. So we're going to produce a 3 because 1 plus 2, and another 3 because 2 plus 1. So this expression here that we're returning the value of is going to be a 1, and then the 1 plus 2, and then the 2 plus 1. So here we go, and we're back here, and now we have 1, 3, 3, 1. And there we go. And that's my code to make Pascal's triangle. Hope you like it. Bye.